if Swiss and Tim gave you the call to do a versus, and they asked you who you want to do it, who you could do it with, who would you pick?
I'm gonna tell you what the crowd has told me. Every versus that I watch, and I be on trolling, and I be trolling on them. They always be like,
it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie, yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so cursed up, I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the South Side? Oh my nigga, I'm not a lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it. Same nigga that was trapping while I was suspended. You wasn't in them hallways banging, boy, you wasn't in it. Really a genuine nigga, homie, don't get offended. From East Lake, South Murder, I'm just saying that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop.
Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. We got a legend in the building today. A real life legend. Not little Scrappy, big Scrappy.
I appreciate that.
The big one. The big one, man. Yeah. I appreciate you coming to sit down with me.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man.
No, for sure.
It's a big blessing.
It's a big deal to us because, Minnesota's cold.
It is.
It's hard.
I got snow outside.
It's hard to get people to do shit when it's cold out.
Yeah, it's snow outside.
It's not too bad today, though.
Nah, it got a little sunshine out there.
Yeah, it's all right. So, let's get right into it, man. The first thing I want to say is just, first of all, there are not a lot of artists. I'm not even going to just say artists because you're more than an artist, but entertainers that have the longevity that you've had and continue to have. Yeah. Not only with the music, but obviously, a decade of TV as well. Yeah. Still going, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I might do it again. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about it.
What would prevent you from doing it again?
If it don't fit, if it don't fit into my life and how I want it to be, and that show come with stress.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You can
so
tell.
It's like just gotta be like
you gotta
strong enough to go through that type of stuff.
You gotta be vulnerable too.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be, but it
True.
works. For me being on there, it works. You know what I'm saying? Just to be, transparent, because that's obviously what they paying you for. You know what I'm saying? So they can get, it's somebody out there like you know what I'm saying, that need that answer, how to handle something. So like, it's always somebody out there. For everybody on that show is somebody that act just like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a vein. Like of people, like it's just like me looking at something that this person did that I never been in this position before, but me and him kind of we got the same kind of, we handle things the same way.
Yeah.
And he just showed me how to do it. I'm gonna do that, and then it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it helps. It's shock value TV, but it actually helps people too.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from a consumer standpoint because some of that shit looks like, really? Like in that? Like
no, because people wouldn't film themselves doing it, but they do it. They do it. Like everybody do the same shit that we do on there. It's just a camera catching it, and we don't give a fuck about the camera.
Yeah, now you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people will be like, "Oh man, because you wouldn't do it. You ain't got the nuts to do it. That's why they pay us to do it, because it's a certain person. You got to be a certain kind of person to get on TV and to do that shit. You got to be a certain kind of person. You got to. I done seen people turn it down, be like, "Well, I ain't about that life." You know what I'm saying? I can't do all that. They feel like it'll ruin their life. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's something that I think you should be commended for. Maybe you are, but I think I heard you say, it was within the last year, I watched another interview of yours. I don't remember where, but I heard you explain your ability to be vulnerable on the show is because it's with a woman.
Yeah, it's with a woman.
And I'm like, that is a great fucking point. Like, if you can't be vulnerable with a woman, then
even if I ain't getting the vulnerability back, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, it's like you still on there with a woman. That shit ain't showing how you get down on your day to day. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Outside of a love life, it don't show that. It don't show that part. So if anybody was to look at somebody just on that end of it, then they the dumb ones, not me. I'm not
That's a
like
fact.
I'm not a lame because I'm on Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm more like of a person that get money and make money because I'm not on TV for free.
Yeah, and like
You
I
feel what I'm
said,
saying?
you've been doing it for a decade, so
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah,
you're
that's
doing
why.
all
That's
right.
why I can't. I be looking at folk. I be like, "Cuz you do realize that these young women and these young men on here are getting rich off this shit.
For sure.
While you looking at it and talking about it, I appreciate you doing that. But ain't nobody on here for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We on here getting paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't care where you see us. Some of us just ratchet. Like, so you gonna see us in ratchet places all the time, but we got money.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Is it true that you were Lil Jon's first signing?
Nah.
You weren't?
Nah.
Okay. Why does it, there's info out there that says you were the first person he signed?
Man, my name wrong on Google. You know
Oh,
what I'm
for real?
saying? My middle name. My
Okay.
middle name ain't even Kevin.
So I know that is it oh shit.
For real.
Is it true that he like found you though? Or was there more to it than
Nah,
that?
it's a guy named Vince Phillips.
Okay.
That found us, and a young dude named Stay Fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was like a simultaneous type thing. They end up seeing Trillville, got them. I was already out there, you know, doing my shit. Head
I mean, you were popping in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was
for
already
sure.
popping.
At least
yeah.
in Atlanta. Yeah.
I was already popping, and then Trillville, they started getting on the stage with me because I knew them already, and we just put that shit together. We were rapping, we were doing almost finna be like a whole group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they signed with them first, and then they were like, man, you should do that shit, man, so we can all be together and do. And I'm like, shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then one night, Vince Phillips, like one of the owners from BME, came to see Trillville. But like I said, we on the same show.
Yep. So
we were doing it in this popping club. Rest in peace, my homie Shenard. And shout out to Mr. 2 Weeks Out. They had threw a big party at this college club, and man, Trillville went on. It went crazy. They did Never Ever. It went crazy. And that was something like kind of like people first time hearing it. They heard about it, but they actually heard Never Ever for the first time. And I wasn't on that version. You know what I'm saying? So it was just them. And they joined, and then I did Headbuster after that. And then it went from a fight all the way in the back of the club all the way to the front. And I'm talking about, like, even me and Trivia jumped off the stage fighting folk. Like, it was crazy. So Vince Phillips came in there with a suit on. We got kicked out the back door. And then we got kicked out with the people we got into it with. You know what I'm saying? They were deeper than that. It was just me and Don P from Trillville.
Oh no.
So we like, oh shit. They were like, yeah, just y'all. We like, man, fuck y'all, let's go. You know what I mean? You know, we were really ignorant then. We were young. So we ran up, and then all our people came out. So we squabbed in the back, came around the front. Vince, he walking. He said, hey man, y'all good? I got the Black and Mild in my hand. I'm like, throwing it at the motherfucker we fighting. Then I'm like, oh, fuck you, pussy motherfucker. Like, I'm going crazy. And then, like, Vince, he had a suit on with the tie all the way down here. He looked like he been sweating and stuff. He like, man, y'all are crazy. He was like, y'all crazy. He was like, that shit was wild. And he was like, man, you need to come to the office, man. Come fuck with us. And I was like, yeah, I was acting, like I don't give a fuck,
Did you have other options though? Like at the time, were there other people that were trying to get you to come join?
You had the Oomp Camp. It was a lot of people wanted to mess with all of us. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, John was just it at the time.
Yeah,
like, it was like, man, I'm fucking with John. I mean, that's all I knew growing up. I mean, I even talked to John I was younger and I was rapping. And I remember I used to rap with you had one box playing the music, and then the other box you recording it. You put the little tissue in the top of the tape, and then you rapping that joint. Yep. And so I hit So Del trying to find out how to get down. You know what I'm saying? Because I noticed that JD, he always used to get the kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? So Lil Jon answered the phone, and he was like, cause he was the A&R over there at the time. He was an A&R.
Did you know it was him right away?
Nah.
I was gonna say.
I remember he was like, hey, this Lil Jon. yeah, what's up? And then I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get down with so. I was a little guy. I was like 9 or 10 or some crazy shit. Yeah, some crazy shit. And he told me, he was like, go get a tape, record yourself, record 3 songs, send it to this, and that. I was like, okay, gotcha. Then next thing you know, that's Lil Jon who ended up blowing up.
So that shit was kind of like, I mean, that was a dream come true.
It was like a line.
Bro, that was like.
I don't think I ever told him that.
You low-key manifested that.
Nah, I ain't know. Like I still didn't even know who he was. Like at the time, he just was like this Lil Jon. I wasn't old enough to know who he was. He was out there. He was a DJ and everything. He worked for So Del. So Del was hot. All that shit. I didn't know.
That was supposed to happen.
I mean, it did.
Oh, that was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, it was
so
a line.
How quickly after you signed on the dotted line with Lil Jon did he start taking you out on tour?
Oh man, it was a second. No, it was real quick because certain things happened that made that happen. Like hey man, it was God, man. I ain't even lie, cause Never Ever was like Head Bust had already been out for 3 years, so Never Ever was so fresh and people was on that more than Head Bust at the time. So John was like, he was all on Trillville. Everybody was on Trillville, and I was just like, shit, I'm gonna keep grinding this shit out like I've been doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, And we had a show one day, and they put me on first, like I'm the opener. You know what I'm saying? And I was tripping out at first, but then my people were like, man, fuck that shit, nigga, we good. Like you already know you gonna set that motherfucker off. Yep. So I did that shit, and everybody in the crowd was doing this shit. And I look over, I seen John. He was in the door. He was just staring, like, wow.
Star, looking at you like that's a star right there.
Man, Monday,
the
motherfucker called me. He was like, hey, John wants you over at the studio. So I get to the studio, and I see the dude, Joe Bean, who was my producer at the time, who did the original Head Buster beat. He was in there. I'm like, bro, what going on? He was like, bro, we finna redo that shit over. Finna redo Head Buster with John. I was like, for real? He was like, hell yeah. John come out the booth. He already done did his part. I'm like, and I said everything that he say on there now, that it was me.
Yep.
So I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, cuz on that bit. I was like, oh shit, it's finna go crazy.
So that changed the producer's life as well?
Yeah.
So because he produced that song, it was like
everybody's life. You know what I'm saying? Like it went from there. And
that's the part you don't hear about.
And after he seen that, we end up like he seen me and Trillville killing shit.
Yep.
So we did like the hood, what you call them? The hood. Shout out to Wallow and Lil Low Shot Callers, Neighborhood Superstar. My bad. We did like the hood.
Is it the Hood Report?
The hood. When you have when Christmas and shit come around, the hood holiday concerts and shit.
Okay.
He would have us do it with him. You know what I'm saying? So we would get that big response, and he would see like, damn, like these motherfuckers out here for real doing that shit. Like they fucking with him. So one day he took us to Georgia State or some shit like that, and we were down there. We had did the show. We rocked that bit. That was my first time doing a mixed show, like with white people, Asian, Mexican, black folks. Just everybody knew it was big because it was Georgia. It was their homecoming. So it's a college. They got everybody.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
so I'm
nuts.
sitting. I'm like, wow, they got the Bulldog helmet. Everybody going crazy over our shit. And I'm like, damn. So we go to the after party. We leave out the after party, and I'm walking with John. I was trying to really like I was close to Cuz. Like I knew I needed to be close to Cuz. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the guy. So I need to, and we leave out the club, and then everybody, they would run. They were like, hey, where y'all going? Y'all homeboys fighting in there. We like, what? Me and John, I'm like, what? So I run back in there. I see Trillville, the East Side Boys, management, everybody, security, everybody fighting. I'm like, oh, shit. So I go in there, I'm fighting too.
Was Vince in there with the suit on?
Nah, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
Damn.
That was his last time seeing us.
All right.
But he's the one that signed us, though, and introduced us to John. But yeah, man, after that night, we ended up getting on the bus, and they're in Trillville, and all they people, they were like, they were finna go back to the city, Atlanta or whatever, and turn up. It was a party going on. And I was on there, and I was like, boy, I ain't got shit to go back to.
Man.
Nothing. You dig what I'm saying? And it was just at that time, bro, like, I hollered at John, like, real quick, like, hey, bro, like, It was like God said go. And I was like, hey, bro, like he ain't got to give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? He got to give me no money. Nigga, I sleep in here on these bunks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find a way to take my shower and brush my teeth and all that. I hustle my way to get some clothes and shit like that. I said, but I ain't going home to nothing. Like, I ain't got no parties and shit to go to. I'm straight up, you know, I'm trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I said, you let me go on there with you, bro. Like, I'll be like a ghost, bro. I help do whatever I got to do.
Wow.
And nigga looked at me. He was like, you for real? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, tell your manager. I was like, hey, bro, we on. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Boy, I went in there and got in that bunk. I was like, I'm on. And then the next day, we was in St. Louis doing a big-ass concert, Luda, Chingy. They when everybody was big. Huge. And it was like, I'm walking in there, everybody walking past me, Nelly. I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
shit got
I'm
real
here.
fast.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy. Yeah. And after that weekend, bro, I couldn't stay at home. He always had me with him.
Wow. I mean, would you?
And that's how everybody knew me when I finally came out. Because I was out with John doing shows before they even put the songs fully out in the country. We were just in the South.
So you were getting face recognition. And
already.
Voice recognition, all that.
Already. They thought I was an East Side boy.
Really?
Yeah, they thought I was East Side. Cause I used to go out there. They used to stop them from going on stage. I was right there with John. They'll let me go. I have a mic, and they'll let me go. And then they be telling them, nah, y'all. And they were like, nigga, this our song. He ain't even the East Side boy.
So coming from where you were
to
them being with John, do you feel like that might have saved your life?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That like I said, it was God telling me to go.
Yeah. Talk
your shit and holler at him now. Like, fuck that. Like, the fuck we going home for? What the fuck? We ain't made it yet. Like, shit. Holla at bro. Like, we need to go.
Yeah, I think that was a wise choice.
Man, bro, like, it's like those times that you don't know whether to go or not, and you jump that take that leap of faith, bro. Yeah. That's when it go. Yeah. That's when it go. I'm telling you.
For sure. How old were you at this time? You couldn't have been
probably about 17.
Yeah.
18.
How did you even have the wisdom in you to think like I'm not going back?
When
to
you
that.
broke, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit, mama wasn't selling dope no more. Like, I wasn't selling weed no more. We wasn't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I had worked all the jobs and shit. I had worked other jobs trying to get money and shit like that. And every job I done had, I'm around them. I'm around the celebrities. I'm around the singers, the rappers. They come through there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, boy, I'm there. I told my mama one day, man, I'm like, man, I'm around the corner down the street from that house I'm finna get. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about the rap game.
Yep.
And then once I signed with John, and I was working at UPS because my grandma, FedEx, my grandma had helped me get a job with rest in peace, Granny Pat. But I had came home one day. I told Mom, I'm like, man, you gonna have to talk to Grandma, cause
I'm out.
Man, I'm at the driveway, the door right there. Like, I just need you to holler. I can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. Like, I'm here. Like, I'm going on stage and shit. Like, it's over with.
Yeah. So then you experienced like wild, quick success. Like,
nah, not quick. Cause I was just out there. Nobody knew who I was at first. It was like I was really like just a sideshow Bob. Like,
I guess what I mean is you got to experience what it was like to be
on the road
where you were trying to go.
Yeah,
like
I had a taste of it.
Just like that, it was like I could either gone back with Trillville or stayed right here. So just quickly, you were
you
like,
can ask them. They tell me, like Pete tell me all the time, like, boy, like that shit was crazy how that shit happened.
Yeah,
like you just went with that nigga. You was just gone. Like every week, like you just gone with him. I'm talking about he was doing tours and shit, and I was like right there.
Was he doing arenas at the time, or wasn't it quite that big yet?
He was doing both. He was still doing clubs, like hood clubs and arenas. And I was like, dang, like but it was just like, cause I was doing hood clubs, but it wasn't like his hood club. It was like the A level.
Yep.
Mine was still C, you know what I'm saying? D level, you know what I'm saying? Like hole in the wall, you know what I'm saying?
You had to drive yourself there.
Yeah,
going through the front door.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like having to look at the promoter like, bro, you told me to come. Now you looking at me like I can't get in the door type shit. You know what I'm saying? But just being out there with him, seeing that different life, man, and getting a taste of that real shit, man. Motherfuckers like screaming and hollering. the whole fucking building just waving with your music and motherfuckers is just fighting and just going crazy. That was John them, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I was up there with them. I was going nuts. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
You
talking
all
about people
out there.
thought that was my music, bro. They started looking like, boy, who is that little nigga on stage, bro? That little boy right there, boy, lit. Like, boy, crunk in hell, boy. He crunker than them.
Yeah. I mean, like I told, we're the same age, so
Yeah.
I grew up
Yeah.
literally with you.
Yeah.
From, you know what I mean? Like from
Believe
here.
that.
So
Believe that.
so watching it was like, I might have thought that.
Man.
I might have thought that. But I did always feel like, you know, I've always had an eye and an ear for music.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always felt like out of everybody at that time that was really cracking, I felt like you were special. And I always felt like
Appreciate that.
I felt like it was mostly your voice.
I appreciate
You know,
that.
I'm sure you've heard that. I'm sure you've heard that
She
before.
said it all the time.
Yeah.
DJ Small said that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got a special voice.
I appreciate that.
So, and I remember early on, you gave me a little. You kind of reminded me a little bit of Pac.
Oh wow. Yeah. I mean that's my
Yeah,
my look up.
yeah, and then
Somebody
you
look
had
up
the joint with Buck.
Uh,
That's probably my all time favorite.
which
shit.
one?
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted 50 on there so bad.
Oh my
man.
God.
I was telling Sil,
So did
like,
I.
You got to do. I said you got to do it because the down south beat with an up north dude. If you get on there, it's gonna go crazy.
Why wouldn't he do it?
I don't
God
know.
damn it.
You know, at the time, I think 50 was still hurting from that game situation. Like he really fucked with that shit. He really fucking with that shit for real. I can tell because he was fucked up about that shit.
Were you around him at that time?
I had just came in.
With the
I
game-
had just,
game
yeah, I
shit?
had just came in.
So you did you get to see any like what was really happening behind the scenes firsthand?
I just heard both. Like game before I even got there. Game was telling me like, basically like he said, you know how John treat you in Trillville, like he feel like they bigger than you, so he fuck with them the most. And I was like, oh shit, all right. I mean, I couldn't fight that because that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had to grind harder.
Yeah.
And I had to like do stuff because they kind of fuck with them the most. I always had to do the little, hey John, what's up, bro? Like I had to step out on the limb on my shit. It wasn't coming from just talent. It was coming from moves I was making. That's how all my shit. Like I ain't never got like motherfuckers don't give me deals and shit like that because I love his old music. It go off straight off like God type shit, like straight. Cause I'm a nice person. Cause they felt a certain kind of way when they looked at me, or I helped them. And when I was talking somewhere, and they be like, "Hey man, you should." It be like they don't even be the music, bro. It's like the personality. It'd be like that. So yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
Is that why you eventually kind of moved on from John?
Nah. Actually,
Not moved on, but
actually, like that's why Crunk just kind of it just muted. It didn't disappear or it didn't fade. It just muted because he didn't do it no more.
ran its course.
It didn't even run its course. It had
think so?
like it was like 2-3 years. Like it really supposed to take 5-10 years. Like for you to it take 5 years for everybody to know, and then 5 more years for you to run it on out of there. You feel what I'm saying? Like
That's true.
But it's like when John is the head of it, of the actual face of Crunk.
Yeah.
Not that 666 and everybody else wasn't doing it before and still wasn't doing it, but John was the face. Get that shit.
He
Like,
definitely
let's
was.
know that. And it's like once he stopped doing it, not performing, but just stopped fucking with the culture, and he started doing other stuff. It's like everybody else was like, "What the fuck we doing?" Like,
So that's when you kind of was like, I got to make a
Yeah,
move. I got
like-
to do something.
I mean, because at first I was just a rapper anyway. I
Yeah.
wasn't really crunk at first. I was crunk because I'm from Atlanta, and that's
Yeah.
what we do in the club. But I was rapping. I was like putting real songs
For
together,
sure.
and just like I wasn't saying stuff all the time. Like I
You weren't necessarily the anthem guy. You were,
Yeah,
you
like
were
I
the guy
was.
that would
I
get
was
on
just a
and rap.
rapper.
Yeah.
And I knew how to rap like a motherfucker. And
That's
then,
why you stood out.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
you were
know
that
what I'm
guy.
saying? Yeah, and so
Yeah.
I had to not learn because like I said, I am crunk like just from born and raised in the A. But it's like I always wanted to be crunk, but be spitting some real shit on top of a crunk ass beat, but going crazy. Like how you hear Jadakiss get on a Lil Jon track and just murder that shit,
sure.
like a Jay-Z
Yeah.
or 50, anybody that be on that rap shit. I want to do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But John told me first, he was like, just get on that crunk shit, and then how you gonna catch you gonna catch them. You know what I'm saying? They'll
Yeah.
be hooked.
For sure. So then you had a little short stint with Disturbing the Peace, right?
Yeah, and G Unit.
And G Unit.
Yeah.
I know. Did the G Unit one actually happen, or was it about to happen and then didn't happen?
Nah, if you go to the album that Money in the Bank and Oh Yeah,
that was G Unit album.
Yeah, that's G Unit. BME. We put them both together collectively, and it didn't even do what it was supposed to do because I was still signed to Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers they fired the whole staff or let go the whole staff like the week before my album came out.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was nobody to work my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to work my shit myself. Shit still did gold though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's been a long time since I listened to it, but I remember the album. It was a good album.
Money in the Bank,
Yep.
Oh Yeah, all that shit was on there. You know what I'm saying?
You got some joints on there for sure. You definitely did. So then
I even got a song with 50 on there like
you do.
that.
Yeah.
And Olivia, like Yo got it.
Yep.
I'm just thinking about that shit. 'Cause I ain't listened to it in a long time neither. But I got a lot. I had a lot of support from my community, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them for that.
And at that time, those were big. That was big features.
Yeah, everybody I fought with was always, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Buck was super big.
Super big. Yeah.
He was one of my favorite rappers at the time. So when y'all got together, I was like,
yeah. And you know, Buck kind of got me with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, fucking around with Buck, man, in the hood and shit. Like, he would always bring me up to Tennessee and shit. He'll hit me when he come to the A. We lit.
Yeah. Is he still? Are you still talk to him?
Every now and then.
Yeah. Is he? I mean, he's gone through some shit the last few years. I feel like in the media, actually. Anyways,
man. Like we all just be going through shit, man. I don't be bringing shit up, man, 'cause it don't really be my business, man.
That's how I feel. To be honest.
I just be like, it don't be my business. Like, if bro want me to know or he want to holler at me about that shit, he will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I love 50, but
I love.
Sometimes
he
gets to
50 saved my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even lie to you. 50
how did 50 save your life?
I mean, when he put me with the G and shit like that, like I was going through something where like John then was really like focusing on everything else but me. I had gotten into a situation where I wasn't able to rap. You know what I'm saying? I was in the hospital and shit like that. And when nobody called me and say nothing, I'm like, dang, cuz. But at the time, me and 50 had the same manager, Chris Lighty, rest in peace.
Okay. Oh,
so I used to be around them all the time, but I wasn't with them. You know what I'm saying? So I used to and Mike Lighty, Chris Lighty brother, he was doing the shows, so I would be on their shows, like we'll be touring and all that, but I wasn't with G Unit. You know what I'm saying? So I knew them, but I just wasn't with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when that shit happened to me, Chris Lighty, Lord Dobbins, they hit 50 and 50 called me like, bro, what good, bro? You straight? I'm like, it's gonna be what it gonna be. You know what I mean? And he was like, man, fuck that shit, bro. I'm finna I'm gonna holler at Chris, man, to see if we can get on the phone with John them and see if we can come up with something to make, how the fuck John hot and I'm hot and we can't make you the biggest shit popping ever and everybody like you.
Yeah.
And I was like, you for real? Like, because I was seeing what he was doing with everybody that come through his shit, and I was like, boy, that'll help me ASAP, bro. Like, I need that shit. I got a baby on the way and everything, bro. Like, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And, man, that man had them folk at Warner Brothers, they went from nobody calling to got money in my account. Nigga, I'm getting special benefits at the hospital and shit like that. Got all my shit redone, and it would save my life, bro.
Shout out to 50, man.
Yeah,
that's
man.
amazing.
Yeah,
and he's right.
That's why people like they be asking me like, bro, why you don't call 50 to get on the movie shit on the TV show? I'm like, man, they done enough of me, bro. Like I ain't into the begging shit, bro.
All right,
like,
but if you did one of his shows, which one would you be? Which one would you do?
I would probably do the BMF because I was around that shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
watch it?
Yeah. His son, like nephew, he do it big, man. He do all the justice in the world.
It's crazy how much he looks like his pops too.
Oh nah, like he really used to be around his daddy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the show.
I mean, when it's
Look, Charles is starting to piss me off though. Charles got to relax.
Why he got to relax?
Man, when that woman came up behind him and touched him and he shivered.
No,
come
man,
on.
You know that. Look, come on now. Let's be vulnerable.
I have never shivered.
Let's be honest. When you ain't had that punai in a little minute, and it's been disregarded. You've been taking
all right.
And you
all right. You're right.
And
then
a woman just like I want you. I want to. You be like, oh, Lord Jesus.
All right. I'll give it to you. You're right. No, you're right. He's
And then you
been neglected.
And,
No,
yeah,
you're right. You're
and
right.
then he ready to put the pound game on.
He did. I'm glad he got a second chance because that first chance was he dropped the ball on that one.
I mean, you know.
But it happens. It happens.
I just seen women on there going crazy like, nah, daddy, you fucked up, daddy, you fucked up, daddy. I'm like, damn, I daddy fuck up.
But he does got to relax. He's got a wife at home.
Yeah.
Chill out, Charles. That's all.
Chill,
I'm saying.
Charles.
I'm just saying. Just relax. All right, I got a couple of quick hitters for you.
What's
Ready?
up? Mhm.
If Swiss and Tim gave you the call to do a versus, and they asked you who you want to do, who you could do it with, who would you pick?
I'm gonna tell you what the crowd has told me. Every verses that I watch and I be on trolling and I be trolling on them,
Yeah.
they always be like either Waka Flocka, who's the other one? They always say, or Jock. They always do them two. Waka Flocka,
I
Jock.
think Buck.
Ooh.
Yeah, you and Buck.
Ooh. Buck would be tough.
Hey.
That would be tough.
Whoever, whoever. I got.
That's
and
the one.
and me and my dog. True, we already done sat down. And then, how many we had? We had 25 with features and solo.
So you already got it together.
I already got it together, and I know how I do it. I wouldn't even come on there. I go backwards on them. I wouldn't even come with the stupid stuff at first. I come, and it's still gonna rock.
What song's going? No, never mind. Don't give away the secrets.
Yeah, it ain't
Buck,
gonna
though.
happen.
That might be the answer.
Huh?
Buck might be the answer.
Wow. But
Jock would be dope.
But to be on my same energy, it'll have to be Waka Flocka.
You're right.
On the energy.
Energy for sure.
Energy, yeah.
You and Jock would be cool though.
Yeah.
That'd be a little bit of a walk down memory lane right there.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I would enjoy it. Actually, I would enjoy any of those.
But I don't, only reason I wouldn't do Jock is because that's my cousin, and we'll be up there having a family reunion, clowning each other, joning each other the whole time. We wouldn't even be able to get the actual music out.
That might make it more entertaining though. That might make it more fun.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pit some women against each other.
Okay.
Glorilla or Ice Spice?
Glorilla.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. Cause I'm ratchet. I like ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? I like her delivery.
Yeah, she kind of got it right. They both kind of got it right now, actually.
Yeah. I know, but like I'm really like cause like that Ice Spice, she like sassy, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Glorilla, she like ratchet.
Tough
You
and
know what I'm
tough.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Nah, she's tough, and the Grammy look was amazing.
Dope.
I was a little like, but
I mean, you know,
it's
it like when you on a team like that, and I appreciate Yo Gotti for, you know what I'm saying, treating his team right. You know what I'm saying? When you got a boss like that and your team on point,
yeah,
man, you can't lose, and you ain't gonna feel no other kind of way.
yeah.
Then I supposed to be here dressed like this. I supposed to be dressed crazy, you know what I'm saying, to the top, like, you know, dripping. You did.
Would you ever rock the red boots?
No, that's not. That's not on my agenda. Not on my to-do list.
No,
You
it's
feel
not?
me?
Oh
Nah.
man, I need to understand the boots. I don't get the boots.
Nah, I mean it's flavorable.
You think so?
Yeah, it's flavorable.
You saw Wayne with him?
Yeah, I seen him with
He
him.
did it right.
I
He
think
looked like a
he
real-life
did him
cartoon
right.
character.
Yeah, Wayne looked like a cartoon character. He looked like somebody draw him.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's,
For
I mean,
sure.
no, but like just to be like Lil Wayne is somebody I looked up to growing up as well. Like, man, dude just dope.
Might be the GOAT.
No, he is the GOAT.
Not Hove.
I mean,
It's tough.
it's like saying
It's levels.
it's level. Like Jordan is the GOAT
Is he though?
to me. It's perspective.
Not Bron.
No. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Is levels of GOATness. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right. You're right.
Ain't nobody doing nothing. Ain't nobody. You can't look at it. You can't compare films of nobody with Jordan. Cause it's like
Kobe.
No, even Kobe. He can look like him. He can shake like him. But it's Jordan. Like, it's like the way he do it is so. You can't do it like him.
Yeah.
Kobe, he did it, and he had his own little tang to it.
Yep.
And you can't do it like Kobe.
True.
So Kobe is a GOAT.
True.
But then you get down to LeBron.
You can't really compare Bron to either of them.
I compare LeBron to Magic. You feel
That's
what I'm
a better
saying?
comparison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Magic, but he's still a GOAT because Magic is a GOAT.
Yeah.
Like no matter what nobody say, I don't care that you didn't see him play.
Yeah.
I seen him play, and Cuz is a GOAT.
The way I really look at it is people in our age bracket are
Yeah.
very blessed because we got to see all three of them in their prime.
all of them.
We got to
yeah.
see Jordan right into
Yeah.
Kobe, right into LeBron.
Yeah, we
and
got
now
to see- yeah.
we're seeing John Morant or Giannis
I don't see them. I will not see nobody until LeBron gone.
Until he
probably.
leaves?
Yeah, until when he leaves, that's when I see whoever the next. Because I can't.
It's a good point.
Because at first I thought it was Kevin Durant, you
No.
know, but he not like he's not a firecracker. He not like
He's not the guy that's gonna will. That's gonna. Yeah, I know. What you're
yeah,
saying.
like I mean
He's great.
He's
No, he's
great.
great.
One of the greatest players that
Yep.
ever played,
Yep.
but he not like a superstar. He's
For
a
sure.
star in basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, you're 100% right. He definitely needs a supporting cast.
Yeah.
To get there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they all do. They all need you. You can't win that shit without like. This is a long time since Bill Russell and all them motherfuckers were winning 100,000 games every time. Like they weren't playing against nobody. Like
That's true. That's
You
the
feel
thing.
me?
That's the thing that nobody likes to talk about.
yeah, you know what I'm
Competition
saying.
level.
That man got all the rings because he wasn't playing nobody. Like he was the best one out there.
Playing
Like
a bunch of 6'3" white dudes.
yeah, well not even that. Like even the black dude he was playing. They were probably looking at him like, "Wow, I'm playing against Bill Russell."
True.
Like,
Yeah.
you feel me?
No, that's true. That's true. You did the Millennium Tour.
Yeah.
Did you do what did you do a leg of it or you what
I
did you
did the whole thing.
the whole thing?
Well, the first time, I did it both years. I did it this past year and the year before that.
Yeah.
But the year before that, I did like a test run with it
How often aside from that do you actually touch stages these days?
all the time.
Yeah, you're still out here really
all-
on the stage all the time.
All the time.
Mm.
Never stop. That's one thing John told me. He said down south rappers gonna always be on stage because they made party music and people always love to party.
Great point.
I was like, damn.
That's
And
why you're here today.
And I've always been on stage. I ain't never, you had your little times where you might not get booked for a month or two, but then that's just because it's downtime, like the end of December, beginning of January, February, then it just pipe back up. you
Yeah.
know?
So you're still out here just
Yeah.
going. And you're still dropping music too.
Yeah, and I love it. Yeah, yeah.
That will never stop, huh?
One day,
I mean,
one day,
you think so?
I think so.
I've heard that from a lot of people. And they
I
never
don't, I can't see. I have a dream to be like somewhere tucked off and running the business and letting other motherfuckers that got the energy for that type shit to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because I like this game getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked it the way it was. You know what I'm saying? Where it's going, I ain't got the. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Wild Wild West out here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like
that's another
that
thing
was
I
for
want-
me when I was younger. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was doing the same shit. I was riding around my chopper, had the hammer on me. I was, big boy blunts rolled up, smoking goddamn like I'm motherfucker from Belly goddamn smoking with AK on my lap. Like what the fuck going on? You thought I was,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Man, I forget his real name, but R.I.P. Ox.
R.I.P. Ox, man.
One of the greatest
And then
characters
He used to
bro.
always sun me, man. I hated that shit.
In real life?
Yeah, but I used to like it though. I hated it, but I like it
Ox.
because it was Ox and he
It's
was touching
Ox.
me. He
Yeah,
would
it's Ox.
he be doing that voice. I'd be like, yeah. But I'm like, cuz you ain't gotta do that shit though.
Yeah, bro, that's one of the most legendary characters in a film
For real.
ever.
For real.
And because that movie wasn't as big as it should have been,
Yeah.
it don't get recognized.
No, to me,
It was still big.
It's just like how 50 said about Future. You know what I'm saying? Future is bigger than Jay-Z in the street. You know what I'm saying? And just like that movie right there is bigger than half a lot of movies. It's big in the street.
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? People love that. Menace to Society. None of the movies was big until like collectively we watched them bitches and we got older and we're like, boy, them bitches. Everybody watch that shit. Yeah,
Man.
we all watched them bitches.
I watched Menace.
Boys in the Hood, all that shit. Like,
I watched Menace as an accident when I was like 9 years old. That opening scene came on. I was like, what's this? And then fucking boom. I was like,
K,
what is this?
K,
I was not supposed to be watching that.
KD.
That was back, bro. That was back when you remember you used to record movies off HBO on
Yeah,
VHS. My
yeah.
pops used to record every movie,
Yeah.
and I took one of his
That would
movies.
be that would be me right now. I would be recording every fucking movie on
bro.
Netflix if I could.
Yes.
cuz. Just to have that shit to myself.
For
cuz. You
sure,
feel me?
undoubtedly. So another thing I want to get into you with is you being from Atlanta. Obviously, there's a lot going on in Atlanta right now
Always.
with the law versus rappers.
Yeah. We're not against rappers.
You don't think so? I mean, that's
Nah.
what it looks like, anyways.
Nah, like you gotta.
It's the law versus gangsters that also have.
You gotta peep gang. You gotta look at what we rapping about.
True.
Now, if your lyrics consist of things that actually really happen,
Mm-hmm.
well then, even if you didn't do it, these family members are they are mad about this shit. They people done died and they feel like you talking about this person and they say that's how it happened the way you rapping. So we might need to figure this out real quick before we move on to something else. Let's figure this out.
That's a good perspective.
Because at first I was thinking like that too. I was like, I need to go back and touch some shit up. Cause you know what I'm saying? Take some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Cause, you know. But then when I looked at it and I listened to it, and I had been listening to that shit, and I've been looking, I was like, why Thug do that? Like, why Thug say that? Like, why he, you know what I'm saying? Is that for real? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and they trying to say it's for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah. But even if it ain't real, they gonna try to attach it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got to tell these people something. They can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, we ain't figured it out for you yet, but we're gonna try to put it. If he didn't do it, we're gonna try to put it on him because he's the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a good. You're right. It's a good perspective because that's the thing. You know, when we look at social media and we see all these posts about, you know, oh, this rapper's saying this rapper snitched, this you know, this guy did that.
Yeah.
You don't think about the people that are lost, that have been lost.
Yeah.
They got families and loved ones that are out here. Like, are you gonna let him talk like that?
Yeah, shit like that. That's why it's like.
It's a good point.
It's like it's not against rapping. It's like against what you rapping, what you saying.
Yeah.
Like if you saying some real shit, or they feel like you're real shit, then they gon', you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they gonna press them. Them family member gonna press them. The government gonna press them. Be like, hey, what going on? Y'all just letting this shit happen in the A like that? Like. Niggas just rapping about that shit just on stage.
We've been trying to find out who killed our child.
For real.
And he's over here saying he did it in the song.
Right. And it's already in the street. Like, it's already in the street that certain shit done happen. And so you got to goddamn kind of just pull back on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you...
Me personally, I don't believe Thug did all that shit. I don't believe that shit.
It's hard to tell. So what do you think about about Gunna when he goes in and makes statements like this? Does that...
See, I come from a different situation. You can't say shit about the situation at all.
Mm-hmm.
At all. Like, you have to really be in there like, man, I don't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
I have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to keep me in jail because I'm saying I don't know nothing about that, I have nothing to do with that.
Yep.
Because you just said YSL is a gang. And you know for a fact that they've committed crimes.
Yeah, that was so wild to watch.
I mean, if I don't know, I mean, you didn't say like what crimes and this and that, but I mean,
he didn't have to though, because they said what crimes.
You just led them to what they trying to get to.
Yep,
that's what they trying to get to. They charging y'all as a gang and racketeering. So it's like if you say it's a gang, then that's all the evidence they need to go to the jury and be like, well, look, we have 10 people that was with him saying that it's a gang. So it's a gang. If it quack like a duck, walk like a duck, if it looks like a fucking duck, it's a fucking duck. That's what they gonna tell them. Cause
I agree with you. On the other hand, though, I get that the context of Gunna's music is street shit, right?
But Gunna ain't.
But he's not that.
Yeah, like I mean, but I don't be hearing him talk like that though. And his music, all I hear is drip shit.
For the most part, yeah.
Like he a player, you know what I'm saying? Big player, nigga, fashionable, ride fast car, fuck with the bitches.
So if he's just a regular guy that just happens to be a rapper,
yeah,
is he wrong? It's a weird line, right? Because if he's not partaking in these crimes, and they're saying, hey, you're going to prison, but he didn't do nothing, and he's just a regular guy that just makes music, what's he supposed to do?
I think
he don't have to follow the street code, right?
I think when you with somebody like Thug, though, you gotta follow the street code. Yeah. I'm sure that man will change your life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, it got to be the loyalty part. Like, you know, that man done saved my life. Now, the shit they got me on, I ain't gonna do nothing but like 5 years or do 2. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even if I ain't really did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't think they could do anything to him. I think he fell apart.
No, they was definitely gonna get that nigga with.
You think so?
Hell yeah, he was gonna get some. He was gonna get some, but they were gonna still let him out because he had already been in there a long time.
Oh yeah, no, he would. I mean,
look at what he did. Look at what
they
they was gonna do. What they were gonna do anyway.
There would have been some legal action. I just don't think he would have done jail time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
it would have been the same thing he got right then.
Yeah.
It would have just been we ain't got too much to give him. Like he ain't really do nothing.
Only word he should have been saying was lawyer.
That's it.
Lawyer. That's what I mean. That's really how I feel.
But let me tell you something, bro.
Though.
Let me tell you something, bro. I went in there like a couple weeks ago. I got locked up for a little. My shit was suspended or whatever, and I ain't know that my license was suspended for 2 years.
I was gonna guess fighting.
For 2 years? Yeah, I ain't going for that no more. I ain't even. I do. That's good. Send somebody else do it. Yeah, I get somebody else do it. I ain't finna go. But
that's growth.
But now I'm sitting. I'm like, I go in there, and normally I could deal with that shit. That shit would be nothing, cause like I was in there like. I was like, hey, can I go in a cell with other people because this is boring? You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? They were like,
he asked to go to jail.
Yeah, nah, cause I don't want to be in there about that shit. Like you want to hear stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how that shit be. That how it always be when I'm normally in there. Everybody be telling their story. Everybody be talking about they ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in there be talking about I ain't do shit. Yeah. But them niggas got them. Hey, bro, you know I ain't did that shit. Barking at the police and shit. I'm like, bro, this shit here crazy. I needed that to get through. I needed that to get through.
You were bored.
I was bored as fuck. And then they took everybody upstairs, and I was still sitting there. Because they were like, Scrap. And they how they were talking. They were like, Scrap, you going to be out in a couple hours. We can't take you upstairs. I'm like, why? I got to sit right fucking here, nigga? I don't want your fucking bologna sandwich. I don't want your fucking. Cause I ate the bologna sandwich, bro. I ended up eating the bologna sandwich with the soggy cookie, bro.
No mustard, mayo, nothing?
I had the mustard.
The mustard?
They gave me the mustard, shawty.
Was it pimento or just bologna?
It was just bologna.
They had a little
and I ain't ate bologna in so long because I don't eat pork. That shit tasted.
It was it was good. It was bad. It was bad.
Nigga, I couldn't even shit that bitch out, boy. They still had me in the holding cell so everybody can see me like right there. Like I'm sitting there bitch like, boy, like, please, Lord God. Like, how the fuck I ain't out there bitch yet, cuz? And they were like, you can goddamn just give us goddamn 4 bands right now. We'll let you. I was like, 4? I ain't finna give you no 4 bands, nigga. I'm going through a bonding company. I'm getting bonded out. You feel me? Like, but nah, like I can't do that shit. I couldn't. I ain't with all that shit. So that's why I wouldn't even be doing shit, bro. Like I feel like everybody should just stick to what the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it helps to just be a rapper because you're a writer. You somebody that write. You explain the picture. You know what I'm saying? You're not the one that's writing the movie. That's in the movie, but you're writing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I think we're moving into a time where rappers are going to start being way more careful with what they say. I mean, I've had people sit across from me at that chair right there saying I had to change lyrics in my songs.
Certain ones, but then you have the ego.
Yeah.
The ego and the laziness. You know what I'm saying? To learn about what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like some people will see all this shit that Thug they got going on. And won't even look at it to see what it is for real. Like, what are they trying to do? I mean, why are these people, why is Jay-Z and E40 and different people fighting for rap lyrics in certain states? They not even looking at it. They not even paying them attention because they don't give a fuck. They just want to be famous. You know what I'm saying? They want to have the money. Like, and you know, these record labels are giving them so much money. They not even, man, listen. They thinking that they, just because they got money and can provide, that they're real men. Like you still a kid, bro. Like you don't like, and then you want to be a mafia. You want to put hits out on people and shit like that. Like that shit is so far from rap. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so far from rap, bro. If you would stick to the rap part, then you wouldn't even have to worry about the other shit. You wouldn't even have to worry about it. Just stick to even if you saying fuck shit and you killing motherfuckers in your shit. Can they find that? Can they find it?
Yeah.
If they can't find it, then you good.
That's true. Because
if you didn't really do nothing and you really talking some gangster shit, but you didn't really do that gangster shit, and it's nothing that they can find to attach you to, then you good. Live your life, keep creating your fake movies, and we'll believe your fake life. You know what I'm saying?
You're definitely right about that because they're not out here arresting action stars.
Yeah, no, they not. They go on that bitch and shoot a motherfucker dead in his head. You feel me?
Yeah.
And go straight home. and nobody says, because I was influenced by movies when I was growing up.
For sure.
It was definitely not no rap shit. I didn't give a fuck. I would rap that shit, and I'd be like, boy, that was hard. But then when I watch a movie, I'd be like, I get in the mirror, I'd be like, boy, I do that shit, boy.
Yeah.
I goddamn.
What's
up, boy. Be in the mirror looking at myself, boy, I goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah, nah,
you seen what 50 did in that movie?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because nigga was just like,
dang.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We watch the movie, man. It's about the movies, but then
I'm not gonna count. I'm 38. I still do that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Oh no, if a nigga ever done hit a bad ass bitch that you never thought you would hit, when you go to the bathroom after you hit her,
oh yeah,
boy, I be like this.
Yeah.
Woo, boy, look. Boy, look, don't play with him. Don't play on my top.
That is a fact.
I'm telling you, but don't play on my top. Boy, you be going crazy.
That is a fact. That is a fact. Those conversations are important too.
Exactly.
The ones with yourself in the mirror.
Okay.
Yeah. Those ones with they might be the most.
They
might be.
It let you know who you're dealing with.
For sure. So let's talk a little bit about what you're doing today with the music.
Yeah.
Because you're still making music. You're still putting out music.
Yeah.
I don't want that to go unnoticed.
Never.
Scrappy's still out here making music.
Yeah, still out making music.
What's your focus? Are you focused on singles? Seem like singles.
Yeah, I got I'm finna put out an album.
You are.
And a couple mixtapes. I got something coming out with Tom G from Tampa. We finna put out a tape. Me and my homie Chaotic from Miami, we finna put out a tape. I'm finna put out a tape with me and my artists.
Okay.
On TCE, The Committee Entertainment, One Way Fly, D The Problem. I'm finna put out a lot of tapes, and I got the Hopeless Romantic Volume 2. I had put one out a long time ago. I'm finna put a Hopeless Romantic 2 out. I do that every time I go through female trouble. But yeah, I'm still dropping shit. I got one out right now called Love, and another one that just dropped called Thangin' featuring Sukiyana and Club God.
I heard both of those.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just been doing it.
So at this point, do you do it to make ends meet, or just because you love it?
I love them.
Yeah.
I ain't got paid off no just music shit like that in so long. like not that nothing that mean nothing.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
like
they're just the stream. There ain't money in streaming.
Yeah, like I mean, I appreciate it because I remember when I was coming into the game, a lot of the older people that was in the game at the time still, they couldn't get no money at the time. Like it was like we was having that bitch clogged up. Like we were getting all the money, you know what I'm saying? So to be able to still make money while new dudes is out and they making moves and stuff like that, it's cool with me. I love the streaming game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love that it's a way that they can't just take your whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now you can get on there and they can't take nothing. You get all the money because you ain't got to sign no label. You feel me?
Yeah, but streaming is still these streaming platforms are still
it's getting better.
Garbage.
It's getting better. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's like it's a new platform, so you got to work that shit out with each year. Each year you got to figure out how different this shit gonna go. How to now because you got to think. You got artists, all these artists everywhere that we got to pay for streamings, but at the same time, we have to get paid too.
Yep.
So, and if we the one that came up with it, well, then we going to get paid more. We're not going to, if it's that the case, you go get your own platform and you stream off that if you feel like we don't need no money neither. It's the give and take thing that it's always been in any job. Like, we're gonna stream this for you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get our shit because we the one that figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
And you gonna get your half because you the one doing it.
Yeah.
Done deal.
Yeah, no.
Now if you're not out here promoting your shit and rapping your shit every day and keeping your shit going, then they don't have nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? Cause some of these kids, you got kids, bro, they started in their house, didn't have to grind or hustle or do nothing.
Yeah.
And so that's where you back at. You
Yeah.
back at your house because you got your shit right there. That's where you started at. So stay right there and keep making your music. You gotta keep generating how you was doing it. If it failed, you got to go back and see what you got to do. Cause one year you'll hear the kid they big rings, big house, big car, everything. 2 years later, like, oh, ain't nobody listening to my music, ain't nobody streaming, nobody fucking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I was showing love, Bro, this music, bro, like, you got to keep going. Yeah. This shit don't stop just because you got $3.4 million the other 2 years ago. Did you make that $3.4 million work?
Yeah, you got to maintain
because, you know what I'm saying? And then they don't even understand, for real, why they getting that $3.4 million. They don't know why they getting that $5 million. It's just like the NBA. I tell people all the time, just like the NBA or the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the NBA, like, shit, they found a way to where we can make sure they eat, the basketball players eat, and we still can generate our money too because we came up with this shit.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't even be able to display this shit if we didn't give them a platform to display.
Yeah, Rucker would just be crowded as fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every Rucker, it'd be Ruckers all over the motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And what they did was like, we're going to make them famous. We're going to sell them jerseys. We're going to get that money off of it. And that's what it's for. We paying you, even in rap, we're paying you for your likeness. So if we don't get our money back from what we gave you and what we done put out for the album, so if we gave you $3.4 million, that means we had to put out a whole bunch for an album. Yeah. So that's probably another $1 million or $2 million or $3 or $4 million, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they want all that back. And if you don't get them that back, you can never go to another, even when your deal is up, you can never go to another label and be like, I'm such a face, I want to sign. They're going to be like, oh, well, the other label's still on your name. Can you email them, have your lawyer or somebody email them, tell them they got to let that go? And then you do that, and then they like, oh, no, he's still in the red. We got to get all that money back first. And then we'll give it back to him. We'll give him his name, give his face. Yep. You can't even use your face?
Nothing.
Hold on. What the fuck are you talking about?
You can barely go outside.
But half of these people don't know it yet because it ain't got that far.
That's a fact.
It ain't got to that point to where the label has let me go and I got to go somewhere else. And now I got to use that name. But they ain't got that far yet. They ain't got to the doorstep of a new label yet.
Yeah, I was going to end this episode with asking you to give some advice for young up-and-coming artists. Yeah. You did it without me even asking.
Oh, dang.
Because that right there was like, you got me. I was like, damn, that's some perspective right there.
Oh, no.
That's perspective right there.
Why would they give LeBron James $100 million, bro? Yeah. Why? Just because you can play basketball like the other dude next to you? Yeah. Everybody can play basketball.
They're going to make quadruple that.
We're going to make quadruple that off of you. Yeah. Like LeBron, you think LeBron rich off of LeBron? No, because them folk is way wealthy off LeBron.
LeBron just became a billionaire.
Yeah, they trillionaires. Yeah. Like you still down. He still ain't up there with the people that made him damn near. You feel what I'm saying?
And this right here, what you're saying is exactly why I tell young artists, you think you're working hard now. Wait till you sign on that dotted line.
Yeah, you got to really work hard. Because get what? They got to get paid, and you got to get paid.
Exactly.
So now two motherfuckers got to get paid. Your business and their business. Yep. So now you got to work extra hard.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And, you signed to a label, so 10,000 plus, they won't end on that for the shows. Yep. So shit.
And you got deadlines.
Yeah.
And if you don't reach them, then move on.
Move on.
And you still owe that money.
Yeah.
They still got to recoup. Whatever that advance was, they need it back.
I need that back.
And now you're not only are you broke, but you're in
debt.
They
talking about Gucci want his chains back. I'm like, shit, nigga really want the money back, but he ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he ain't say that. That'd be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that's how all them labels think. Them labels be like, we got.
So would you recommend young artists actually? Because that's the big talk is staying independent. Do you think that's actually
if you got somebody that you're close to and they're in the game and they are independent and they can, like, you can get on their label first or they can court you into it, do that. I wouldn't go to a major.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do the major thing.
Not till you're major.
Yeah, because, not till you're a major. Until you can take those hits.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can take, like, because then you'll be able to go in there and level with a motherfucker and be like, bro, you're not finna take all my shit. And I'm going to be able to use this shit after I fuck with you, whether I'm in the red or not. Like, you got to just go, you got to be able to go in there and do that. Like, if you can't do that.
And it's public information, too. You can go look at a label's roster.
Yeah.
There are thousands of artists just sitting on a roster doing nothing.
Talking about they signed.
Doing nothing.
Talking about they signed.
Broke.
Signed like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it been that way since the day it started.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It been that way since the day it started. Even with just rock and roll, and they always found a way.
Yeah.
They're gonna always find a way. I mean, but look, I mean, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
You gotta give, you gotta take. If you're not working, but that's what happens though. We start working, we start creating. Once we get to a certain kind of place, it'd be hard to create us some shit. Like, and then we can't give these people what we've been giving them, and they be like, shit, we need this shit now. Like, everybody, the world is changing. You didn't change this year, like, cause we need that type of music. We need that music. Like, you can't make that. I'm talking. I done had them come in there and ask me, like, you can't make. You heard that Chingy and Tyrese. You can't make no. That's what the game is at right there. We're not on crunk. We're not on trap. We're on love. Can you make a song like that? I'm like, damn. Cause at first y'all was like, just make crunk music, just kill them. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all like, can you? No, it's not gonna work.
And now everybody wants you to do what Drake's doing.
Well, I've been doing that. They just didn't listen. But you know, but still, like they gonna come and ask you, like, can you do this? If you, especially if the shit that you doing ain't working, they like, okay, we don't want to drop you. Okay, can you do this?
Okay,
you feel me? Can you? We trying to, you know, trying to help you now. You know what I'm saying? We could just move you to the side and be like, go ahead on. You know what I'm saying? Could be at the house, but we got you in the studio while we got you here. Want to run that by you.
Yeah.
They send the A&R in there, you know what I'm saying? The one you cool with.
Yep.
They send the one you cool with.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The A&R you cool with.
What's his name, Vince?
No, that's the owner. That was the owner being me.
Right.
But nah, even Vince, he used to tell me, he was like, you got to keep creating.
Yeah.
Even now, like Vince, the only one, like to this day, still rock with me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mess with everybody, but Vince, he still called me in Trillville. We still have conversations, me and Vince.
That's dope.
Like
Shout
to
out to
this
Vince,
day, he help us in any way he can.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that that album, Lil Scrappy and Trillville, and those songs was not even on the streaming platforms until like last year. Like, it just got on there.
I know, because I had been looking for it.
Yeah, that shit
YouTube,
was crazy. You had to go to YouTube. Yeah.
Actually, somebody made a SoundCloud. They were on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still are.
I hope they're not. I mean, if they are, there is like legit now. Yeah. Like, I get money for it.
Sure. You might want to have somebody scrape SoundCloud.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man.
Jimmy Two Shoes from Ohio might have uploaded
feel me?
them.
Nah, they do that though.
They for sure do that.
I got like 1,000 songs I'm getting back now that I done did, and they all streaming and shit, and somebody's like somewhere getting.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. Nah, they're still going up.
Yeah,
they're definitely
like,
still going up.
And they be like, "Can you play that song?" I'm like, "What? I ain't never put the song out. What? Whoa, what? The fuck?"
Oh, that's funny, man. Well, shit, Scrappy, we gotta wrap, but man, this was a dope conversation.
I appreciate it.
I'm really
man.
glad we could do it.
Me too.
We went way longer than we were supposed to. I'm sure everybody in here is mad.
My bad.
But this was a great conversation for real, and I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate y'all having me.
For sure. And before we go, I want you to just tell everybody that's watching what they should go do. Tell them what they should stream, where they should follow you, all that.
Hey, man, right now, see, I got 2 pages. I got Real Lil Scrappy, and I got Scrappy the Great. Real Lil Scrappy with the 3.8 million people following me is down right now, so go to Scrappy the Great. That's on Instagram, and then Real Lil Scrappy on Twitter. I'm on Scrappy the Great on TikTok and all the rest of the stuff. I'm Scrappy the Great. Go on any platform of any streaming, wherever you listen to your music at, man. Go get all the new music. Georgia to Florida featuring Tom G, Love, and Thangin' featuring Club God and Sukiyana. Got shit finna come out, other shit finna come out, albums, tapes. Just keep on the lookout, man. You're gonna see your boy on the TV and all that shit, man. Holla at your boy.
Oh, and Love and Hip Hop. Season 13?
It ain't gonna air like, you know.
Yeah. What are we on season? What season are we on? Love and Hip Hop? Like 20 in?
No. It's gonna be like 11. If I do it again, it'll be 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. So keep an eye for that too.
If I
might
do
be
it,
there.
I might be there.
Still Mona, right? Mona got to cut the check.
No. Mona, she
out?
done moved on. She do like consulting and shit.
Okay.
Like if they need her to talk to us or some shit, like they call the godmother.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
what she is.
Yeah.
She used to come, like when I wouldn't do shit, I'd be like, I ain't coming to film today. I ain't fucking with that shit, man. Like,
Mona show up at your front door?
At the front door, cuz.
Sure.
She be like, Scrappy, what's happening?
What are we doing?
What's going on? What are we doing? Shouts out to Mona, man.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. I
Stephanie.
appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of your time here in Minnesota.
Love, man.
And that's it. Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1.
How you feel about it? Interview. How you feel about it?
Oh, he asked the right questions. I'm gonna answer them right. You know? I hate when motherfuckers they don't be knowing what they own, who they talking to. Those are the hard ones you got to get through. You got to be like, oh boy, them motherfuckers don't even know who I am.
I'm not gonna count though. I do interviews with people I don't know who they are, and they don't know that I know.
No, but when they find out that you, I mean, cause it be real easy.
They'll never know.
I be like I done found I can catch it. I be like, oh, this person don't even fucking know me. Let's hurry up.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it. I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. What makes him the chief of the South Side? Oh my nigga, I'm not a lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it. Same nigga that was trapping while I was suspended. You wasn't in them hallways banging, boy, you wasn't in it. Really a genuine nigga, homie, don't get offended. From East Lake, South Murder, I'm just ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop.